Grace and peace to you. For centuries, the stories of guns and Black Americans has been written with exclusion, resistance, and systemic disarmament. A story that begins in the 1600s and echoes through to today. A story many refuse to tell. It all starts in the colonies. As early as the 1600s, laws were enacted to keep Black people enslaved or free from owning firearms. In Virginia, 1705, Virginia slaves were forbidden from carrying guns. By 1712, New York made it illegal for slaves to own arms. These laws weren't just about order, they were about control, about stripping Black people of the means to defend themselves. Yet Black Americans fought fiercely for freedom during the Revolutionary War. Their service was long and valiant, some serving years longer than their white counterparts. Black men and women fought not just against Britain, but for their own liberation. But even after risking their lives, the promise of freedom was often betrayed. In the South, slave patrols, armed and racially oppressive, were tasked with hunting down enslaved people and policing free Black communities. These patrols sought out firearms, raiding homes, and disarming Black residents, all to maintain the brutal chains of slavery. During times of fear, we saw the same old thing, disarming Black people of their firearms. The weapon was both a symbol of resistance and a tool of control. When the Constitution was drafted, Southern delegates feared slave uprisings. James Madison crafted the Second Amendment to ensure states could maintain militias that would be used to suppress enslaved people and rebellious Black communities. In 1857, the Supreme Court declared Black people were not citizens, denied the rights to bear and keep arms, right? The message was clear. Black lives and their right to self-defense were invisible in the eyes of the law. After abolition, Black codes emerged, laws explicitly banning Black people from owning firearms. Mississippi in 1866 reported seizing every gun in Black hands. Terrorist groups like the Ku Klux Klan used these laws to attack and intimidate Black communities, knowing they lacked the means to defend themselves. Despite this, Black Americans organized for self-defense. The Deacons for Defense and Justice armed themselves to protect civil rights workers. The Black Panther Party in the 1960s openly carried guns to police brutality and racial violence, arming their communities in a fight for justice. But their fight for safety was met with a backlash. The Mulford Act of 1967 banned open carry in California, supported by the NRA and signed by Ronald Reagan, aimed at disarming Black activists and Black communities. Today, the narrative persists. The media often only report on Black lives lost to gun violence, ignoring countless ways our communities work to prevent such tragedies, saving lives, fighting for justice, and reclaiming our right to bear arms. That's what we do. The fight for Black Americans' right to bear arms isn't just history, it's ongoing, even today. From the slave patrols to the civil rights era to modern communities defending themselves, our relationship with guns is rooted in survival, resistance, and resilience. Remember, our history is complex, our fight continues, and our right to defend ourselves is as vital today as it was centuries ago. This history isn't just about the past, it's a blueprint for understanding the present. Today, Black communities often face discriminatory gun laws that echo the centuries-old efforts to disarm and control us. Licensing requirements, restrictions, and policies disproportionately target us, continuing a legacy of systemic disarmament meant to keep us powerless. But for many Black Americans, owning a firearm isn't just about violence, it's about empowerment, self defense, and reclaiming autonomy. Stories of Black gun owners defending their families, their neighborhoods, and their rights are often ignored or dismissed. Yet these acts of self protection are rooted in a history of resistance. Our ancestors fought for the right to defend themselves against oppression. From slave patrols to civil rights activists, self defense has been a form of resistance, a way to challenge the narrative that Black lives are disposable. Today, many Black Americans see gun ownership as a critical tool in fighting violence, discrimination, and systemic neglect. And let's be honest, mainstream media rarely highlights these stories. Instead, they focus on Black violence, reinforcing harmful stereotypes while ignoring the positive steps communities take to protect themselves and each other. As Malcolm X once said, and I quote, "The future belongs to those who prepare for it today," end of quote. Our history shows us that the fight for our right to bear arms is also a fight for our dignity, our safety, and our sovereignty. Black history is a story of strength, resilience, and resistance. Our right to bear arms is rooted in that legacy, a tool for self-defense, empowerment, and liberation. As we honor those who fought for freedom before us, let us also recognize the ongoing fight to protect our communities today. We must tell our full story, challenge the narrative that seek to disarm us, and stand united in our right to defend ourselves and our loved ones. Because when we know our history, we understand our power, and it's a power that cannot be taken away. Together, we can shape the future of our nation. Let's rise up, demand change, and create a world where our right to bear arms is respected and protected. Join the fight, share your voice, and let's make a difference. The fight continues, and our story isn't over. It's time we tell our full story. God bless you.